Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, might be on the brink of a catastrophe. Could this be the moment his significant downfall occurs? His outrageous actions can't continue indefinitely, suggesting that the writers of the ABC soap may be setting the stage for his inevitable reckoning. Lucy Coe, Lynn Herring, is fully immersed in preparations for her beloved event, with the Nurses' Ball set to kick off on May 20. There's a lot to accomplish in the meantime. To ensure everything goes smoothly, Lucy enlisted the help of Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, to secure some talent for the grand occasion. In a clever move, Jordan approached both Drew and Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, simultaneously, compelling Curtis to join in when Drew agreed. With Drew now confirmed as a performer for the Nurses' Ball, it seems the writers might be laying the groundwork for a dramatic twist involving him. It has to be something bigger than his taking the place of Mr. Marbles, Max Scorpio's, John J. York, ventriloquism dummy. Although that could certainly be amusing historically speaking, past Nurses' Balls have shown that there are numerous opportunities for things to take a turn for the worse eventually. Drew will face the consequences of his misdeeds. And what better time for it to happen than at Lucy's extravagant celebration? Despite Lucy's best wishes for everything to unfold perfectly, reality often proves otherwise. With Drew surrounded by a long list of adversaries, it's entirely plausible that one of them might strike during the festivities. Just picture the scene where someone discovers Drew hurt in the backstage area or something similar. Although Lucy loosing a flock of pigeons doing their thing on Drew would also be funny. Drew could face his downfall in a different way if he experiences public humiliation. The revelation of his past romance with Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, could come to light, along with other secrets he has been hiding. There's even a chance that Drew could be arrested, depending on his actions leading up to that point. He seems to believe he can act without consequences, which might lead someone to set a trap to get him back in jail. Meanwhile, Drew will continue to make optimistic predictions about his future with Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, and the joyful life they plan to share, right for a harsh reality check. The annual Nurses' Ball is always filled with glamour, surprises, and plenty of drama. But this year, one man may walk away from the glitz forever changed. Drew Kane, the charming CEO of Aurora Media and Port Charles Golden Boy, is set to have the spotlight, but not in the way he planned. Could this year's celebration mark the beginning of his tragic unraveling? All eyes on Drew. After months of riding high, Drew has firmly planted himself in the center of Port Charles society. As co-CEO of Aurora Media, he's regained his influence in the business world and even dipped his toes back into romance. Though his relationships haven't been picture perfect, especially with Carly still tangled emotionally with Jason, Drew has remained outwardly calm, composed, and dependable. But beneath the surface, Drew's mask is beginning to crack. His post-POG trauma, lingering jealousy toward Jason, and an increasing sense of isolation have all been simmering, and it's all about to come to a boil at the Nurses' Ball. This year, Drew has taken a more hands-on role in the charity event, determined to use the ball to both raise funds and revitalize Aurora's public image. He's even planning a surprise segment to honor fallen heroes, something close to his heart. But what he doesn't know is that not everyone in the room sees him as the hero he believes himself to be. The warning signs. In the days leading up to the event, Drew has grown increasingly irritable. He's been snappish at his staff, second-guessing every decision made for the ball's production. Carly notices it first. His smiles don't quite reach his eyes anymore. She tries to check in, but Drew brushes her off, saying he's just tired from work. Behind closed doors, Drew is spiraling. He's begun having dreams, no, memories, of his time in enemy captivity. Muffled screams, electric pain, cold metal restraints. The boundaries between reality and memory have blurred, and the stress of keeping it all bottled up is beginning to show. Even Sam, who has kept a cordial distance since Drew's return, notices something off when she runs into him at the Metro Court. "You okay?" she asks gently. "I'm fine," Drew lies, eyes darting away. "Just busy." But Sam isn't convinced, and neither is Anna, who has quietly observed Drew becoming more obsessive in the months following Jason's return. She sees something in him that reminds her of other agents, men who held in too much for too long until it consumed them. And still, the nurse's ball approaches. The night everything changed. Opening night of the ball arrives, and the red carpet glitters with the who's who of Port Charles. Lucy Coe, always radiant, kicks off the festivities, introducing the first act, a tribute dance by Chase and Brooke Lynn. The audience is swept away in the joy, laughter, and hope that the ball always brings. Then comes Drew's big moment. He takes the stage, dressed sharply in a black tuxedo, and begins a powerful monologue about the meaning of sacrifice, freedom, and resilience. A pre-recorded video montage plays behind him, featuring footage of soldiers and first responders, including a few clips of Jason Morgan. The room tenses slightly. Drew continues, but something shifts in his voice. He stumbles over a word. His eyes fixate on an image in the video that only he seems to recognize, a shadowed face, one that reminds him of his captor. His hands tremble. The crowd watches confused. Then Drew stops speaking altogether. A long, painful pause. "Are you okay?" Lucy whispers from the wings. But Drew doesn't hear her. In his mind, he's not on stage at the Metro Court Ballroom. He's back in a dark cell. Back in the nightmare. And suddenly, with a choked gasp, he bolts off stage, disappearing behind the curtain as stunned murmurs ripple through the audience. Carly rushes after him. So does Anna. But Drew is nowhere to be found. Fallout and frenzy. Backstage chaos ensues. Lucy tries to carry on, but the energy in the room has shifted. Viewers watching the live stream at home flood social media with questions. What happened to Drew Kane? Is he okay? Was that a breakdown? Carly finds Drew hours later, alone on the pier, still in his tux, staring blankly at the water. "I couldn't breathe," he says softly. "It all came back." Carly wants to pull him into a hug, but he steps away. "I don't think I'm okay, Carly, and I don't know how to be." From that moment on, the world begins to shift around Drew. The beginning of his downfall. In the days following the ball, Drew retreats from the public eye. He steps back from Aurora, citing a personal health leave. But rumors swirl. The media speculates about a mental breakdown. Investors grow uneasy. Aurora's board begins discussing his potential replacement, someone more stable. And then there's Jason. Despite Drew's attempt to remain civil, his jealousy festers. Jason has reclaimed his place as Carly's emotional rock, even if neither of them will admit it. Drew sees it every time Carly's face softens when she looks at Jason, something she rarely did for him. Worse still, Jason is gaining quiet momentum as a hero again in Port Charles, especially after helping with the Pikeman mess. Drew, once the returning war hero, now feels eclipsed, forgotten. His downward spiral accelerates when he begins self-medicating. Sleep aids, anti-anxiety pills, all prescribed, all legal. But the dosage creeps up. He tells himself he's in control. He's always been in control. But he's not. A dangerous path ahead. Anna, concerned for his well-being, tries to intervene. She urges him to seek professional help, even offers to connect him with WSB therapists. But Drew lashes out. "I'm not your project, Anna. I'm not broken." "You're not broken," she replies quietly. "But you're hurting. And you can't fix that by pretending it isn't there." Sam also tries to reach him again, for Scout's sake, if nothing else. But Drew becomes defensive, even paranoid. He accuses her of spying on him for Jason. The people closest to Drew begin pulling away, not out of malice, but self-preservation. And just as he begins to realize how isolated he's become, a bombshell drops. A leak from inside Aurora exposes classified military footage only Drew had access to. Anna is brought in to investigate. So is the FBI. Drew swears he didn't leak anything. But with his erratic behavior and dwindling credibility, suspicions mount. Could he have done it during a blackout? Could someone be framing him, or has he truly lost control? The road to redemption, or ruin? As spring heats up in Port Charles, Drew stands at a crossroads. The nurse's ball may have been the spark, but the fire is just beginning. Whether this becomes the story of a man's redemption or his ruin remains to be seen. One thing's for sure, the Drew Kane who once returned a hero is now facing his darkest chapter yet. And in a town like Port Charles, secrets never stay buried for long. Would you like a follow-up storyline or how this could connect to other characters like Jason, Carly, or Sunny? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.